This is 8-1 part 2, and we're going to use geometric means to find the value of x, y, and z. Okay, what I need to do first is to redraw these three triangles. Okay, with my larger triangle, let's see, I have my right angle here, and my hypotenuse is 9 plus x, and my longer side is z, and my shorter side is y. Okay, let's look at this triangle right here. So right here is my right angle, my hypotenuse is y, my shorter side is x, and my longer side is 6. Now we're going to look at this triangle right here. My hypotenuse is z, my shorter side is 6, my longer side is 9. Okay, we already know that these three triangles are similar. So let's set up some proportions. I'm going to do y over z corresponds with x over 6, which corresponds with 6 over 9. Okay, looking at this proportion, what can I solve for? I can solve for x. Do your cross product. 9 times x equals 36, therefore x equals 4. Okay, let's do another proportion. Let's do z over 9 plus x Well, we know x is 4, so let's go ahead and put z over 13. Okay, that's equal z over longer side hypotenuse, 6 over y, which is equal to 9 over z. Okay, can you see a geometric mean you can use? I can use this and this. Cross product, z squared equals 13 times 9. Take the square root of both sides. So z equals the square root of 13. Write the factors of 9. So z equals 3 square root of 13. And then on the last one, okay, so we did yz, z hypotenuse. We're going to do hypotenuse shorter side. So I can take 9 plus x, which we said is 13 over y. And we don't know what y is, so 13 over y equal to y over x. Y over x, however, x is 4, is equal to z over 6. Z, not going to use because we got a radical there. So I can use my geometric mean right here. So y squared equals 13 times 4. Take the square root of both sides, so y equals 2 square root of 13. And I've given you the value of all three variables there. Okay, same thing. I want to show you a different way by using corollaries. The first way we use geometric mean, this time we're going to use corollaries. Okay, so you don't have to redraw on this one. But remember, the hypotenuse is x times y. One of the legs is x times c. The other leg is y times c. Okay, so can we find the hypotenuse? The hypotenuse is 9. Okay, so if this is the hypotenuse squared is 3 times u. Remember, when you look at the corollary, this would be y and 3 would be x. So we can say by using this that the hypotenuse squared equals 3 times u. So 9 squared is 81. Divided by 3. U equals 27. Okay, now we can find A squared, which could be V. So let's look at V here. A squared is one of the sides, so let's use V squared equals, part of the smaller triangle, 3 times C is this whole measurement right here. So if U is 27, I have to add 3 to that. Okay? So V squared equals 3 times, what is that, 30? So V equals the square root of 90. So let's see, how can we break that down? We can break that down as 3 times 5 times 2 times 6. Break down that 6. Wait a minute, let me back up here. So we have 3, 30, we have 5 times 6, so it would be 5 times 2 times 3. There we go. All right, so we can pull out a 3 and keep the square root of 10 in there. So there's B. All right, and then W. W will be B. So W squared equals whatever U is, 27, times the length of this whole segment, which we said was 30. Okay? So W squared is going to equal 810, and take the square root. The square root of 810. All right, so how can we break this down? Well, 81 is 9 times 9, then times 10, so W equals 9 times square root of 10. So you can use geometric means, or you can use the corollary. Geometric means, you might have to redraw 3 triangles. Corollary, you got to make sure you can identify what the sides are. Okay, last one. To estimate the height of a Douglas fir, Jan positions herself so that her lines of sight to the top and bottom of the tree form a 90-degree angle. So here's Jan, here's the 90-degree angle. Her eyes are about 1.6 meters above the ground. This point to this point, 1.6 meters. And she is standing 7.8 meters from the tree. What is the height to the tree, or of the tree, to the nearest meter? Okay, so let me see what I have here. All right, on this larger triangle, this is 7.8 meters. I need to know the height of that tree. On the smaller triangle, let's see here, this is 1.6 meters. And this here is 7.8 meters. Okay. So once I've redrawn these similar triangles, I can see my proportion. I can do x over 7.8. X over 7.8 equals corresponding sides, 7.8 over 1.6. Do your cross product. Divide by 1.6 after you square the 7.8, and you're going to get approximately 38. Round to the nearest meter. Okay, so what are we solving for here? The height of the tree. Okay, well, x, this here is 38. From here to here is 38. So, height of tree 38 plus the 1.6 meters. And because we rounded to the nearest meter, we have approximately 40 meters. There's your final answer. That's it, guys. Have a good one.